Good morning, everyone. We'll get started in 2 minutes, okay? Thank you all for being here. We'll get started in 2 minutes. All right, we're going to get started. Good morning, everyone. Antoine Thompson, Greater Washington Region Clean Cities Coalition. I want to thank everyone for being here today. Glad that you could join us. I know some of you may have come out to our event that we hosted last night in DC. I think some folks give me uh, some folks are trying to get in. Let me see. Uh, Trying to get in, but we had a great event last night. Our third event uh, uh, that we co-host every year with EV Noir. Uh, and it was a really good event. We're really glad about that. Log in information. Uh, so it was really good. So I'm really glad to be here with you. I want to get right into it because I want to give everyone a chance to have some interaction today. I want to give you all some updates on things that the organization is doing. Um, and we do have a number of things that are happening in the industry. So let me just run through that for you quickly. Um, so if you're not a member, as always, please become a member of the organization. We'd love for you to become a member of GWR really important for you to do that. A lot of good benefits of being a part of the organization. I do have a couple quick announcements, and then I'll get in some updates. And then we're going to give everyone, not everyone, but some of the members a chance to give some organizational updates. We're going to talk about some funding opportunities as well. And we've had a lot of good news, some successes. I'll talk about that shortly as well. So a couple housekeeping things. This Last month, we did a lot with biodiesel and talked a lot about biodiesel in the industry. And this month is Drive Electric Week in a couple of weeks. So really now it's went from like Earth Day to Earth Month. It's gone from Drive Electric Week to now it's almost Drive Electric Month. So last night we had an event down at Longview Gallery in DC. We had 3 electric vehicles there, so that was nice. 2 inside, 1 outside. Uh, American made and non-American made vehicles. So it was really nice. And people really loved those electric cars. So we will be hosting a couple events the end of the month for Drive Electric Week as well. Uh, Coming up next week, we'll be collaborating with DC Department of Public Works, a lunch and learn. So there'll be food and refreshments there. It's going to be Thursday, September 19th, 12 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. At the Fleet Office for DC Department of Public Works, 1735 15th Street Northeast, Washington, D.C. So we're going to talk about biodiesel vehicles, electrification, and all their good work that DC has been doing in the alternative fuel space. So all the public and private fleets come on out. You're going to see some biodiesel vehicles, some electric vehicles. We're going to talk to them about some of the successes, some of the challenges from both deployment, management, staff, funding, all that good stuff, and have a nice 1 hour thing, and then also do some networking too. So all the fleet folks and anyone who's interested, it's free. All you got to do is just show up. We'll be sending out a thing for you to register sometime today as well. So really excited about that. We will also be doing those quarterly. I think in a few moments I'll come back and we'll have KJ Reynolds, who's our fleet guy, fleet staffer and consultant, and he'll talk about some of the stuff we're our quarterly lunch and learns with fleets. Also, our annual conference is coming up October 15th and 16th. It's going to be amazing. October 15th and 16th, our annual conference will take place. It will take place. The first day is virtual. The second day is in person. We have some amazing, amazing speakers. We're confirming new and additional speakers every day. We have over 30 different presenters and speakers, every type of fuel category, training, networking. We have our big awards luncheon as well. Register. Tickets are it's gonna sell out. So you don't wait till the last minute. I don't want you calling me the day of saying, can you get me in and all that good stuff. So it's going to be amazing. So we have a lot of CEOs of major companies. We have executive staff, a number of elected officials, state agency heads, and all of these different type of folks. We got some amazing. I was just on the phone yesterday with Mercedes about trying to get one of their big trash trucks in the area. So it's going to be amazing. So look forward to that. October 15th and 16th. There are still sponsorship opportunities. I'm counting on every last one of you, not to only just to be there, but to buy a souvenir journal ad. There are exhibitor opportunities as well. So we need you to sign up and be there for that as well. Next, I want to just give you all some quick updates for the organization. So for those of you who don't know, we're located now at 14th and U. We've been here well over 10 years or so, and we are now moving in a few weeks, sometime within the next month or so, we will be moving to 899 North Capitol Street Northeast. So we're looking forward to that. So as we get closer to that time, we will also do an open house when we move to our new location. Lots of meeting space. We can do some amazing events there. We're just so glad of our partnership with DC Department of Public Works and DC government as a whole. And so they're renovating this building, and we're going to make sure we utilize the space. So as some of you know, we host events at this building, but they're going to tear the building that down, the Reeve Municipal Building. We'll be moving over to a new building, and we're going to do some great things there. So I wanted to let you all know that. I did have the opportunity to go to the Clean Cities Conference, which is wrapping up today in Minneapolis. St. Paul, Minnesota, picked up a number of new things to bring back to our region. And so we're really excited about that. There are some funding that's to be, there are a couple funding opportunities that they're waiting for final approval to announce. Our office did apply for a number of FOAs or funding opportunities the last few months with the Department of Energy Vehicle Technology Office. I know some folks on the call were on some of those grants, and hopefully sometime within the next 2 weeks or so, they will announce some of those awards. So we're really excited about that. Also on the funding announcement, good news, everyone, drum roll. Yes, last week we were part of the winning team for the Metropolitan Washington Council of Governments. We have a long-standing relationship with them. Our office grew out out of that organization. And so last week, the region, you probably saw it on the news, uh, $3.9 million to deploy EV chargers in the region. We're part of that. We will be leading the effort around community engagement, um, also around workforce development efforts. And so we've got a lot of work to do on that as well. But I want to pause for a quick second. I do want to recognize we do have a couple, one new member of our team, Brady Dye, who's our new community engagement liaison. Brady, just want to say hi to everyone.
Yes, hi everybody. My name is Brady Dye. As Antoine said, I'm the new community engagement liaison, and I'm looking forward to getting to know everybody and getting to work with everybody in my new role.
Awesome, awesome. And so Brady will be focused on three critical areas, a number of things, but one of his critical areas will be trying to help organizations, especially those in disadvantaged communities, get access to some of the funding, some of the business opportunities. We'll also focus on some workforce development, trying to get people from disadvantaged communities jobs into the area. And then do a lot of education and outreach, helping people to understand, connecting the dots between cleaner transportation and public health. And and then he'll be working on some projects. As many of you may or may not know, we have about 15 projects or more that are started or on the way with the organization. So he'll be responsible for our Future Green Leaders program, our workforce development efforts, and then we're doing a number of community ride and drives and stuff like that, coffee and conversation. So he's got a big portfolio of stuff, and we're looking forward. And he's got to help make sure we work on some grants to get some more funding out into some of these areas. So reach out to him. He can put his information in the chat. This is his first day, so don't overwhelm him on his first day, but let him know he'll follow up with you. He's here full time and recent graduate of Howard University as well. So welcome to the team. I want to move back on to a few just other updates for you all. I want to thank everyone that submitted data for our annual report. We will talk about the annual report that we submit to the U.S. Department of Energy every year. I will give an update on how much greenhouse gas reductions were made over the last year in our region. Every quarter, we look at pricing data for different fuel prices in the area. But one of our big things that we do is we reach out to both public and private fleets every year to see how they're moving forward in their progress on as a public or private entity to reduce greenhouse gases and emissions in the transportation sector. What type of vehicles have they purchased? What type of technologies have they deployed? And so we want to continue to highlight, we'll highlight that at our conference on October 16th. I also wanted to mention that we have a new Equitable School Bus Academy. We are one of the main leads. It's the major lead is the WRI, which is World Resources Institute. And we are leading the effort for that project. It's a two and a half year project where it's a trainer program. So we train leaders from 20 different Clean City offices across the country. There are over 100 Clean City offices across the country. We are training 20 of them. We trained 10 this summer. We're going to train another 10 next summer, or 11 or so next summer, on how to work with school districts around planning for electric vehicles. Unfortunately, a lot of people think if they just go buy an electric vehicle, they've done a great job because it's not diesel. There's a lot more into planning for equity, planning to environmental injustice beyond just getting a vehicle. Because say you get 1,000 um, uh, electric vehicles, say you have 1,000 vehicles in your fleet, and if you just randomly do it, you're assuming that the communities that suffer the most from asthma and other respiratory illnesses, they're eventually gonna get it. You have to be intentional on that. So we're training them on how to plan. How do you work with um, school district transportation people that in their heart they're doing the right thing? It's a good effort, but if they're not tracking the air quality, if they're not training the folks equitably, if they're not making sure the areas that are most impacted by diesel fumes and pollution, then they're doing a disservice to the communities that need them most. And early data shows that most of our fleet folks who are trying to decarbonize, they are going about it the wrong way because the communities that need it the most are not getting those vehicles circulating in their area first. So we've got to work on that. So that's part of that effort. I also wanted to mention we have a big announcement project we've been working on. We're going to wrap up. We've been working on with the Environmental Defense Fund and some others. This project will be coming to a close. We're going to have a big unveiling at our conference, October 16th. That project is a fleet equity guide, kind of ties into what I was just mentioning. I know many of you have said, how can I do this better? How can my leadership in the public sector, private sector, they want us to decarbonize. How can we do this in a more effective and equitable ways? Well, we're going to have a nice guide that we're going to be releasing on October 16th that you will be able to utilize. It will be online. We'll have a PDF that you can download as well. And we'll have a little fact sheet, info sheet that you can use. It'll be just one pager. So that'll be great. That's coming out October 16th at our conference as well. I wanted to turn over to just a couple of things around fleets, and then I'm going to have KJ talk about our lunch and learn. But a couple things we're doing for fleet leaders. Yes, do you have a link to register for the exhibitor info registration? Yes, Kim can put both of those in the chat for you. So just a couple of things I wanted to mention. These are a few things we're doing. We're already doing a lot for fleets. So we offer many fleet leaders call us for tours. I love doing site tours. Schedule, just let me know when I can come by, visit your shop. We're gonna these are some things we're doing for fleets. I'm gonna just mention a couple highlights, and then I'm going to turn over to KJ, who's just going to talk about our quarterly lunch and learns and some of the other kind of bullet point things that we will be offering for fleets immediately. So two things I'm just going to mention. One is that we help a lot of fleets get grant funding. This year is the last couple of years because of all the federal funding. It has been amazing. We've been able to get over $200 million to different fleets, probably closer to 300 million. Once you add in electric school buses and the biodiesel projects and some of the transit bus projects for the low to no emission grants. So lots of money just going out to help fleets. And we're constantly looking at how we can do more to help them secure money. Well over $200 million we've helped secure. The other thing is coaching services. So we love trying to help people think through these things. We have a lot of resources between our office and the technical response service. That's a federal service. At our conference, we're dedicating a lot to fleets. We will be having a fleet specific conference in April of 2025 as well. We're also in 2 weeks, October 1st, we're going to kick off our quarterly newsletter. And do you all know what the name of it is going to be? Any guesses? Any guesses on the name of our New newsletter for fleets. Any guesses? Any courageous people? All right, it's gonna be called Just for Fleets. How do y'all like that name? Just for Fleets. Any thumbs up for that? Any thumbs up? Any thumbs up in the chat? Yes. Yes, it's gonna be called Just for Fleets. It's gonna be a quarterly newsletter. So if there are ideas and topics that you want us to add into there, let us know. It won't be long, but it'll be to provide fleet-centric content. If you're a public or private entity and you want to advertise, or you got a program or event you want to have announced in that for fleets, we'll have everything on tips for training your staff to new technology information, etc. So that will come out on October 1st as well. We will still have our regular newsletter that usually comes out around the 5th of the month, but the 1st of the month every quarter. It's only coming out 4 times a year, and that will be, it's going to be called Just for Fleets. So I want to have KJ, who's new. He's got 30 years of experience. He's been with us since I think July or June or July of this year. And want to give KJ a chance to talk about the Lunch and Learn next week, and then also to talk about some of the other things he's doing to help fleets.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Yeah, as Antoine was mentioning, there's just a whole lot of activity in the fleet space, and we're getting pretty aggressive with reaching out to fleets and helping them plan for and deliver on all their sustainability goals. We're working with fleets in many spaces, municipal guys, local fleets, state and federal government fleets, and in the private sector too. And so as as you probably most of you probably know, we're kind of fuel agnostic, if you will, in that we're out helping with electric and CNG and propane, biodiesel. We help a lot of transit agencies with technology that addresses equitable mobility with in terms of scheduling and all that good stuff. So a lot of stuff going on. And the bottom line is, yeah, our fleet members are facing a lot of challenges with their Going Green efforts. There's a lot of opportunities there. And we have there's a lot of fleets with success stories. So that's kind of what we're trying to share, those proven pathways in the successful Going Green efforts with fleets in this area. And part of what we're bringing in terms of reaching out to fleets and is the Lunch and Learn opportunity. So we're doing it with DC DPW. It's a quick hour and a half, but just a lot of good information on what they've been doing, the challenges that they've experienced in moving towards CNG, electric, biodiesel. So it's just a lot of interaction, good questions and answers, and you'll find not only fleets represented there, but we have all of our vendors, fleet vendors, providers of services and products there, legislative people. So really good events coming up throughout the whole year, and we're looking forward to it. So thank you very much, and we look forward to meeting everybody that I haven't already met here.
You are mute, Antoine.
All right, thank you. I just put a hot off the press funding announcement, $3.25 million of funding opportunity to for National Rural Transit Assistance Program, where you can offer technical assistance. So we do have a number of rural areas in Maryland and in Virginia that we serve, and so we're excited about that. I forgot to mention we just won a grant a few minutes last year, and it's just getting started now. We do have a gentleman, Burl, who is just started this month, who will be covering Loudoun County and some of the other Arlington and Fairfax County and Prince William County for us for Northern Virginia. So he'll be available about 10 hours a month. And so we'll get Burl on for the next a call. I know we have a number of Northern Virginia people, so he's going to be working to try to get some engagement out, try to get some projects rolling in Northern Virginia. So he's on 10 hours a month, and we'll make sure you all can tap into him, okay? I wanted to, before we go to some other updates, I wanted to say I see a number of good folks on here today. We are gearing up for our annual conference, so I wanted you all to make sure if you have door prizes that you can donate for the event. We're looking for some door prizes, some souvenir journal ad folks, some exhibitors, and we still trying to get a few more sponsors for the conference. If you know any companies that would like to donate a new or used electric vehicle or a charging station, we are looking to present a couple cars to some folks, some disadvantaged communities and some nonprofits, and we want to give away at least 3 vehicles at the event. We have a lot of churches that are providing services for seniors and others, and diesel-powered buses. We'd like to get some biodiesel vehicles or some electric vehicles for some nonprofits and community residents to present. We will also be giving away some scholarships at our luncheon. We're going to give away 10 scholarships to high school, college students. These folks have just started college, so we're going to be providing 10 scholarships at $1,000 each at our awards luncheon and on October 16th as well. So I wanted to share that with you all as well. I want to take this moment to go around. I'm going to call on a few folks to give us some updates on what they're working on, and then we'll do some closing comments and all that good stuff as well. So I wanted to share many of those updates with you all. Again, the office is moving. We're excited about it. It's going to be a beautiful facility. The DC government's done a fantastic job with that. And there's a lot of funding out there. I'll throw some more funding opportunities in the chat, and we'll talk about those. I want to thank our partners. I mentioned that we just won one CFI grant, which is the Community Fueling Infrastructure Grant from the Joint Office, USDOT, and Department of Energy. But we also were on 3 teams that submitted funding 2 days ago, and we're working on 2 other grants. All right, so we're going to need some partners. I see some folks on here. We're working on an environmental justice grant. It's going to be a $20 million grant. It's I think it's 2 or 3 year grant. So we're going to need some project partners on this. It's an EPA environmental justice grant. So we will be working on that application. It's due on November 21st, and there is a USDOT Thrive grant. So we are applying for 2 major grants. Both of them are due in November. And if you're interested in being on that team as a project partner, reach out to me sometime next week or this week. Send me an email if you're interested in working on those 2 grant opportunities. The first one will focus on some workforce development, some small business assistance, and some trying to deploy some vehicles, both in biodiesel and electrification. We can look at other fuels if you all want us to get involved with that as well. We will also have the Thrive grant, and we'll get into more of that at the next meeting as well. So I wanted to share that. Both of those grants are due in November, and we're all full steam ahead on getting those 2 grants done. Okay, so I wanted to mention those. I want to call first on Salima to see if you have any updates, anything you're working on you wanted to share with us, Salima.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm pleased to be on the call. Thank you, Antoine. I just finished a webinar with our friend from Europe on the climate finance and climate risk mitigation. And I can say that we had some folks from New York, from Philadelphia, coming up, and startups mostly coming up. They are really interested on this topic regarding the finance, and you are talking about fundings and grants. I will love to participate in the newsletter and help a little bit on this aspect regarding the financial part for climate actions. And I will be happy to be in the annual meeting in October. In the same time, I will love to invite all of our members in the organization to put on their agenda that November 7th, we will be holding the third workshop on clean mobility in US by 2035 at PEPCO Gallery. And they are invited to join us to continue the discussion. That's all for me for today, and I'm really thrilled to come in October and meet all of you in person. Thank you, Antoine.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right. I want to swing over to Adam from AK Power Solutions. Adam, any updates? Anything you're working on?
Oop. Hello, everyone. I'm not sure if my camera is going to work today. Oh,
it's on.
There we go.
Yeah, we see you. Good morning.
Hello. Yeah, first time attending this meeting. Excited to really network with everybody here. Already doing so. I've reached out to some people on LinkedIn, so excited to meet more of you and attend some of these events that I'm learning about, and expect to continue to join this webinar and find out ways we can get involved. And AK Power Solutions, what we are, we have a component called the integrated power module. So it really helps with EV charging infrastructure, solving some logistical and procurement and just operating expenses throughout that design process all the way to installation, combining transformers and switchgear and making it an all-in-one single plug-and-play enclosure that really we have some of the best lead times in the industry with 24 to 32 weeks. So just solving some of the pain points a lot of EV charging infrastructure and EV charging projects are experiencing. We want to really serve that market and help these projects take off the ground and really support DC charging and AC as well.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Are you a member now?
I don't know yet. I mean, this is, like I said, the first meeting I've attended. I will talk to my marketing team, and we might be with Virginia Clean Cities, but I think we're definitely growing that network and would be happy to be a part of more and more opportunities in that way.
All right. Well, great. I'm glad you could join us today.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure to meet you, and look forward to not only becoming a member, but also coming to our conference. I'm not sure if you got a chance to check out the agenda. It's real packed, so it should be nice.
Yes, I did. So yeah, definitely, working with our team to see if we can attend those.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. I want to go to let's see. First, I want to acknowledge Sophia Gonzalez. Sophia is our new one of our new interns. We have I think 5 or 6 of them on our team now. But Sophia, thank you for being here. She's a student at University of California, Berkeley, and she's here until December. So just glad that she is part of our team. I wanted to go over to Steve Gress. Steve, any updates?
And good morning, Antoine. Yes, glad to be here this morning. Good to see everyone on the call. We're Jolt Energy. We're a charge point operator, expanding from Europe to the U.S. this year, actually. So we get a lot of traction going right now in the Boston, New York, Charlotte markets, and expanding into Washington, D.C., Atlanta, and Miami this year. So things are going very well there. I got a lot of customers signed up and beginning installations of our high power charging systems. If anyone are in the Austin area in 2 weeks, we'll be at the Move America conference. Oh. And I will be moderating a panel discussion on payment innovation and how to charge or how to pay for EV charging. So I hope to see you in Austin in a couple weeks if you happen to be there. Thanks.
I see you got some company on the bed back there.
Yeah, I got some visitors this morning.
All right, all right. Well, hopefully you'll be at the conference on October 16th and think about bringing some. You all have equipment you can bring out too?
Not right now. It's all committed to the ground right now.
Oh, okay. You now just really quickly tell me about your payment system.
Well, we offer all of the traditional payment methodologies with credit, debit, RFID cards on the app as well, and we're looking at some newer technologies that we might be able to incorporate with visual identification of the vehicle as well. So a lot of interesting technologies that we're looking to wrap into our payment processes.
All right. Now, you a member yet?
Oh yeah.
I know, I'm just joking. I know you were. I know AK wasn't yet, so we gotta get AK across the finish line.
Yeah.
Thank you for being a member, and hopefully follow back up for me. I'd love to get you on one of the panels for the conference as well, okay?
Great, will do. Thanks, Antoine.
Yeah, email me. You have my email. Kim,
Oh
can you
yeah,
go to the chat for you may have it already, but
I do. Yeah.
I'd love to get you on a panel for the conference too, okay?
Okay. Thanks.
All right. I wanted to go over to one of my buddies. I see Kathy Bartholomew, who is with the Sierra Club. Uh, we had a nice EV in the Parks event last month, and Kathy's a new EV owner. Is you have EV or hybrid, Kathy?
Oh, no, it's a EV.
That's right. She's got an
it-
EV because she brought her EV out for our event. So that was really cool. We really appreciate it. She's been doing a lot of good work on some policy stuff. I think she's working with us on the Prince George's County, Maryland's looking at some legislation and making more EV friendly in terms of when people purchase a home or and things like that. But how's the new EV coming along?
It's great. I'm so happy. It's a 2020, and sadly, it's only a 40 kilowatt hour, but for everything that I do, I charge it once a week, and it goes and goes.
Once a week. Wow.
And my electricity bill is amazing. I paid Pepco $2.17 last month. I do have a neighborhood son, and I pay them, quite a bit more. But it's really a bargain. I'm very, very happy.
Nice. Awesome. That's a great story. You all heard that. So Kim, we need to get her up speaking at the conference to tell that story in front of everyone as one of our testimonials, because you all may or may not know, but Kathy came to some of our EV 101 workshops, and both virtual and in person. And the very next day, she went out and bought her an EV. So it's a great story, and we want to tell that story at our conference on October 16th. So hopefully you can join us as well. Yes. All right. So I'm going to call on just one more person. I see Johanna on. Johanna, how are you today?
Hey, Antoine. Good morning. How are you? I'm good. I'm actually kind of nearby because I was visiting our friends at PG County yesterday.
Oh, nice.
So,
What are you working on with them?
yes. Well, if a lot of people don't know, Prince George's County recently decided to upgrade 6 of their transit buses with the Optimus technology system, which allows them to run on 100% biodiesel. So, they're really cleaning up the air and reducing emissions for their community. And, they're trailblazers because, not a lot of people around are doing it on transit buses. They're our third transit bus opportunity and project, but the first one in Maryland. So we're really, really proud, and we're honored to be part of that project, and we hope it keeps expanding. But I was on site yesterday, great group of people, really innovative, and it was great. It was great to see the buses, and there you might see them around town. They have a little Optimus symbol on them. It was really, really great. So, and I look forward to coming to the conference next month. I know they did win a couple awards, and
They did. They
yeah, it's
did.
exciting.
They did. We're
Hopefully
looking.
we make it in the fleet newsletter as well.
Yes, yes, we are. Fleet newsletter is coming out on October 1st, and we love to be able to showcase you all on that. There'll be that goes between our regular email list and our fleet list. That'll go out to over 20,000 people across the country. So it's a great reach. So we're looking forward to it. I'm glad you were in. We're so excited about that project. We're looking to some hopefully big announcements on those buses and soon. So we're really excited about that and glad to be a part
Yeah,
of
thank
that
you for
application.
everything. It's been great working with Sue and C as well. So really, thank you guys so much. We appreciate it.
No problem, no problem. So I want to just go back. I'm gonna make just a couple quick announcements. I'm gonna give you all a few minutes early because I know we normally end at 11. I'm gonna give you about 15 minutes early today. And I want to just go over a couple quick things. So I know that I did mention next Thursday we will have a lunch and learn. Will be at the I'm going to put it in the chat for everyone. Give me about 2 seconds. I will put it in the chat right now. So that is free. It's going to be at DC Department of Public Works, their fleet office. So it'll be really nice. We'll be talking about biodiesel for fleets and electrification efforts for fleets. So make sure you're there. It should be a nice event and lunch and learn, and you get some food and get some good networking. Okay. I also want to make sure you are registered for the conference. Again, we are looking for some souvenir journal ads, exhibitors still, and we also need some sponsors. So hopefully I'll get a bunch of you all saying you want one of each as well. And you can still sign up to display a vehicle. So I'm hoping that some of the public and more public and private fleets will sign up for vehicles. Actually, was making some calls yesterday. I'm going to make a few more calls right after this as well. So lunch and learn next week, and looking forward to that. So without further ado, anything else for the good of the order before we wrap up? Any other announcements? Any other announcements? All right, Kim, and I cover everything.
I also had in my notes that October the 10th is the next industry meeting, so I can put the link in for that as well for registration.
Yes, October 10th, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. We'll have about 3 speakers for that meeting. We normally have other speakers by myself, but I did because a lot of these meetings I've been moderating so much and haven't really been able to give you all some updates. So the next meeting we'll have, we do have 2 or 3 speakers. If there's someone else if there's a speaker you'd like for us to get onto the call, just send me a quick email as well, and we'll work on getting a preferred speaker for that. We always can give them a couple of minutes. I just did put my email in the chat as well. But looking forward to that. We have a number of things coming up. So stay tuned, stay involved. If you're not a member, become a member and register for the annual conference. It's going to be truly amazing. And follow us on social media as well. Best way to follow us is on LinkedIn. We are always pushing things on LinkedIn, but we are on all the other social media platforms as well. Take care, and you all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody.